Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahawah by Yahawshi. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that ruled well. A piece of salutation to you, Akim, that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. I wanted to deal today with a phrase that I picked up from the LA camp. They use the term sleeper cells a lot. And, the spirit just put it like, I got to do a video on that because that's indeed, what we are, in the earth. That were basically, spirits that, that were just, you know, dormant for a certain period of time until the Most High activated us and, and called us to be, prophets, prophets of the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. But no, so I'm just gonna get right into it. This is the word sleeper cell, or the phrase sleeper cell. It says a group of people who inconspicuously remain dormant in a community until activated by a prearranged signal to perform acts of espionage, sabotage, and or terrorism. And that's indeed what we are. Are we not a group of people, the nation of Israel, the hopeful elect, pushing the words of Yahawah Shai, you know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, we basically were asleep. The Most High had us in darkness until, again, a set appointed time that only He knows and knew to be ignited, in order to push the word of the Heavenly Father, so that the elect can be, waking up, before judgment comes through. So I want to deal with this first portion, because everything is predestinated. The Holy Bible is a script. It's simply just the will of the Heavenly Father. So whatever He had, the scribes write down, is going to go down just like that, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So everything you see before you was already, meant to happen, but this is Jeremiah 1:4. It says, then the word of Yahawah came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. You know what I'm saying? That's dealing with predestination, you know? And hey, not only Jeremiah, that's what he did with all the prophets. You know what I'm saying? All the prophets were set up like that, you know what I'm saying? To have that spirit in them, to want to push the word of the Heavenly Father. It's just they had to, they had to be waking up. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as we get that, hear that word, it does something to your spirit, and you're activated, so to say. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you humble yourself as a little child, and you grow up in this thing, and eventually, um, the spirit jumps on you to actually want to push the word. You know what I'm saying? As all the former prophets, Um, it's a verse I'm thinking about. So like, I'm doing this, kind of like freestyling. What's the verse? Isaiah. So like, 1 second. I think it's. Let's see. Kind kind of just another verse to drive the point home. You know what I'm saying? That this thing is not of man. It's not that we woke up one day and it was like, oh, I think I want to preach the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's not laying like that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has this thing set up to he has it set up to who He called and chose, to be a prophet of Himself. You know what I'm saying? As well as the the hopeful elect to be saved, because like the scriptures say, many are called, but a few are chosen, and that few is going into the 144,000 But this is Isaiah 49:1. It says, "Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken ye people from far. Yahawah hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name." You know what I'm saying? This is the prophet Isaiah speaking here. You know what I'm saying? Saying basically almost like a direct quote from what Jeremiah said, because this how all the this how all the prophets are dealt with, in the earth. You're preordained, I'm gonna read down. This is verse 5. It says, "And now saith Yahawah that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of Yahawah, and my power shall be my strength." Right, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Most High has done. He's, woken us up to bring in, to raise up the tabernacles of David. You know what I'm saying? To usher in that ruling class mentality. You know what I'm saying? To wake up the 144,000 to 1/3, which are going to be, 12,000 tribes, 12,000 men from their perspective tribe. You know what I'm saying? From Judah all the way down to Issachar. You know, that's what the Lord is setting up here. You know what I'm saying? Sleeper cells that's been awakened up. The script. Just hate my mind. This is This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. "And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets." You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of going into reincarnation, to where, and no matter what life we came in, you know what I'm saying, your spirit is tuned to be a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Just how you have niggas in the world, or people that, that write, or, that perform, entertain, act, do comedy, whatever, like their spirit is set to that. But the Most High set our spirit, to be a prophet, you know what I'm saying, unto these nations. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm reading here, the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. I mean, it's under the rule, it's under the order, you know what I'm saying, to be a prophet. No matter what life you come in, until the Most High, comes and redeems us. There's some other scripts in mind. Now let me go back. Make sure I'm picking up all the points. But again, it says, kind of a group of people who inconspicuously remain dormant in a community until activated. All right, so what activated is, hearing that word. Yeah, that's the script. I think that's in Isaiah 30. When it talks about hearing that word behind you, this is Isaiah 30. I start at 20. "And though the Most High give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. You know what I'm saying? When we heard the words through the apostles, of Great Millstone, via YouTube, instantly at that moment, that's the truth. You like, damn, I've never heard the word, be broken down like that. I've never seen no one, prove the scriptures, using the Bible and the Bible only, you know what I'm saying, or chiefly, you know what I'm saying, because these pastors, they're not doing that, you know what I'm saying. They literally just giving you, a speech, good talk game, but they're not teaching you anything. Cause you go up to a lot of Christians right after church, get out, and they don't remember nothing that the lesson was about because the Spirit of the Most High is not in that place. Those prophets and Salak and that prophet, but those pastors and the reverends and all them deacons and all that bullshit, they don't have the Spirit of Yahawah Yahawshi. You know what I'm saying? They're not set up to teach you the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I read here, in verse 21, it said, you'll hear a word behind thee. Like, you don't get that feeling, you know what I'm saying, when you go to these churches. But when you hear the elders, your spirit know, you know what I'm saying, if you're, one of the hopeful elect, or if you're called, to do this thing, your spirit know, like, oh, man, that's the truth. Like, yeah, this is the way. Walk ye in it. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you hear it, you want to know and learn more. You know what I'm saying? You want to do that very thing that they doing, because once you hear this word, you want to tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell your fans, family. You know what I'm saying? You might even get the courage, to tell certain coworkers. You know what I'm saying? But because this word is lively. You know what I'm saying? This is the true breath of the Heavenly Father. When you get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of who you are and who He is, and what your position is in the earth, that's when you're truly alive. Up until then, you're just the walking dead. You're a zombie. You know. Let me go back and see what's any other points. It says, right, dormant in a community until activated by a prearranged signal. So what's that? That's Isaiah 9:4. That signal, which i.e. could be what, a mark, right? No, that's Ezekiel, Salakia. Ezekiel 9:4. You know what I'm saying? That signal, that mark, because when we pushing this word, it's a sign, it's a banner, it's a signal, let you know, hey, this is the truth. Yahawah is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahawshi is the true name of who the world calls Jesus. You're an Israelite, from your perspective tribe. You know what I'm saying? That's that's the signal that we putting out there. It's like a beacon of light. You know what I'm saying? To the nations and to the hopeful elect. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? In all of this darkness, we're like light beacons in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, raising up, the hopeful elect. But let me read this. This is Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahawah said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. I want to do a part 2 to this because I think I almost reached my 15 minute mark. Salakia.